Alright guys, what's going on? Good to have you guys on, good to have you guys in. We're live here at NAKD.com. Let me edit this video here. Go to here and go to change. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Today was an opportunistic day. Definitely had some opportunities out there. Definitely took advantage of a lot of them. There was some opportunities that, I just had to pass up because there was quite a few going off today. But there's days where, you have to make sure you just stay in your own lane, trade what you can trade, and go from there. So, today was an awesome day, guys. Make sure we had 5 green days in a row this week, so that was awesome to see. All right, I am live going over today's 165K day and green all week. Base hit after base hit. Cool. There's that. Post that. Alright guys, just posting here. Yeah, so hopefully you guys had a great trading day. Hope you guys had a great trading week. Today was definitely, like I said, an opportunistic day. There was opportunities. When there's opportunities, it doesn't necessarily mean you capitalized on them. It doesn't necessarily mean that you had a big green day or a big red day, although you're more likely on opportunistic days to do such a thing. Let me go ahead and post this here. Alright, now I'll go on social media quick and alright guys. Here is this. There is that. Alright, cool, there's that. And then make sure to get this going. Okay. Alright, 1 second here. Yeah, again, hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Hopefully you guys traded well. A lot of things were going today. There was a lot of opportunities out there today, especially in small cap land. SENS, and then there's got to be one more because there's just so many going today. WINT. Alright. Cool. Posted that. Make sure that's posted. Okay, cool. That's posted. I'm going to go live on Twitter. Make sure that's posted there. Alright. TikTok. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Oops, I didn't realize my camera's flipped around. So hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. What's going on, Jesse Brooks? What's going on, Raj? What's going on, Franny? What's going on, guys? Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Hello from Korea. That's awesome. Awesome. What part of Korea are you from? I guess that's not a smart question to ask. Right as I said that, I'm like, why am I asking that? That's cool to see you're in here. I love to see people internationally come on here. So that's cool. Cool. Glad to see we got people from all over the world. MRK. All right. Or like this. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. What's going on, Anonymous? What's going on, Zuzu? What's going on, K-Rocket? What's going on, Jesse? What's up, man? What's going on, Jesse? What's going on, Mad Villain? What's going on, Fayron? Yeah, the market's starting to heat up, Diego. We're getting back to what we used to have, and that's nice to see. So we're starting to get back on the train, starting to get green day after green day, and that's all that matters. What's going on, 3D Bull? What's going on, Andrew? What's going on, Francisco? Hello from the USA. Hello from Mexico. That's awesome. Paul Newell. That's awesome. Pinky, what's going on? What's going on, Isaiah? With Germany. That's awesome. Germany, welcome to the house. Welcome to the Normal Trading House. Issa from Germany. Yeah. Today was a big green day. It's good to kind of get that kind of going again. But most important thing was base hit after base hit after base hit, making sure that I take base hits until the middle of this month, and today was a great example of me kind of building my confidence from the base hits and kind of scaling up a little bit, but still having a clear risk off and still having a game plan going forth, and paid off well. So now we've gotten the equity of the account now to about 705,000, with the lows on the account was like, I don't even know, was it 200,000? Something like that. So you guys are seeing me slowly grow this account back up to, where we should be at. The goal is to get it to probably about 3 million before I start pulling profits again. But yeah. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go over today's trading day. So, my top watch out of the gates, guys, was NCTY. Okay? The reason being, I've been waiting for this one a long time. What's going on, Jay? I've been waiting for this one a long time to bounce, right? And so this one was down here at 1066, and this has basically just gone up to $89, and then all the way back down, basically. And so I've been waiting for a bounce day, and they got news that they were doing like some crypto mining stuff. To see this gap was nice. Now my goal was all day long my number one watch, right? My goal was out of the entire day, my goal was to buy the dips. Now I started to get a little aggressive out of the gates because I was a little too excited, and what happened was I started to build an average right out of the gates. And I didn't necessarily realize how big a size I was adding with the average. But I liked a couple of things on this. One, I like to see the bottom bouncers kind of, I like to see and look for bounces like this where, it's a previous, huge runner to the upside, and then it just comes like way back down, right? I think the Popo's arrived, guys. Sorry, I live by a hospital, so. But yeah. And so, I got this going here, and I'm talking about, basically going over this being my number one watch. And so number one, it was a bottom bouncer where we get the big run up and the big sell off. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to bounce 200, 300%, but I always look for about 100% on a bounce play or 50% on a bounce play. And then number two, I look for a consolidation, I look for a gap up on that type of move. And then trying to look for a consolidation inside that gap, and that's, look for all the dips that I could. I actually played this in the Inherited as well and nailed it. I was in at 1280 in the Inherited and sold off over 15. So a nice trade there. And then so basically the same trade, except for I had a much better entry in my Inherited. But to see this one start to perk, my goal was anything over 50 and I was taking off. The whole time in my mind, I'm like, anything over 15, I'm taking off. Anything over 15, I'm taking off. So what did I do? We got over 15, and I took it off. I took 15.036 was my exit. It went all the way up to 16. I would have waited 1 or 2 more minutes. Could have made a lot more, but that's okay because it also came right back down. I'm kind of surprised on the sell-off, but I'm very grateful for me taking profits. That's why a lot of times it's important to take profits as you're being paid out. And so I had a big position on that one, 80,000 shares. I had to go through a dip, but I started to add kind of a little bit of the dips. And then EH, guys, I had this one. I nailed this one short. So I saw this one basically just go straight up, right? And it went straight up over basically a 2-hour period. 2.5-hour period almost. It was 2-hour period. And so 2.5-hour period. And so, this one basically, if you look at the 5-minute here, it just goes straight up. Slowly straight up. Number one, I like because it was kind of slowly grinding with not a huge amount of volume. Right here was where we started to get the volume. And that to me was indicating the top. And that's why I started to short it. So we came all the way from 27 up to 36.80. 2.5 hours, not much pullback, just straight up. Kind of just slow, solid volume. And right in here, I started to see the tape get more volume. And what I was looking for was an extension. I wanted to see the volume kind of pick up, and kind of speed up the tape. And then usually when it starts speeding up, that's when it's over, right? So I took a short here at 35.75.9. And I covered it. I tried to get everything under 35, didn't quite get it out. But, man, I missed out on under 34. So that was a $90,000 winner, but, man, it could have been a lot bigger. But, I'm always learning from, the moves, I'm always learning for new opportunities. I learned from this. I learned from LEDs. I learned from EH. I'm always taking it all in. LEDS, I ended up getting a nice long on LEDS right down in here. And then anything over 23 I was going to take off, and then I was probably going to add smaller size if we started consolidating, but we didn't. So it's made about 17,000 there. And then when I saw AMC tanking, I took KOSS short and nailed the small short there. So that's basically it, guys. I didn't take a whole lot of trades today, but I tried to be few and far between, very concise and very, go on my entries and making sure I'm taking clear risk off. And, at the end of the day, I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. I have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Free chat, link description below. My course that teaches you my processes, link description below. The weekends are always great to pick that up because you have the whole weekend to study. Brokers that I use, link description below. Brokers, 2 free stocks, up to $1,400. Link description below. If you sign up, you might get up to $1,400 in free stock. Scanner software I use as well. Link description below. Scanner settings I use, all in the link description below. Check my link in the bio all out. Hey Cam, what about yesterday's overnight in KOSS? Yeah, so my inherited IRA, I had the overnight and I ended up taking a loss, but then I re-added into the close. So hopefully AMC starts to gap and starts to move on Monday. I really want to see that thing go to 100. So I started to take more. I sold off, I think, right in here, and then I started to take entries into the close for another overnight. Just because if AMC does go, which it has that chance to really rip and run, this is a stock that really has that volatile type look. It can really start to go, 80s, 90s, 100s, 110s, right? LMNL, guys, unhalted. Supposedly, wow, look at the freaking gap on that. What a gap, guys. I didn't know if that was big news on LMNL, but man, it looks like it is. 660 on LMNL. FDA approval. But anyways, what was I looking at? But I actually overnighted it again, so I took a loss on it. NCTY paid for those losses and then some in that account, but now I'm taking one more stab at it just in case. Yeah, I use Thinkorswim for charting, correct. So, any other questions, guys? I'll answer 3 questions before I go. First come, first serve. Trying to make the stream quick. Oh, no. 675. Any other questions? What were some of the courses I bought in the beginning? I can't even remember, to be honest. I really can't. I just studied anything I get my hands on, and I studied so much, I can't even kind of remember anything. I mean, I studied so many people, I can't even fathom or remember half the people I learned from. I'm talking probably, I found at least, 300 people to learn from. So I have no idea, to be honest, Alan. I'm sorry about that. And that doesn't mean I bought 300 courses. Back then I was sifting through so much information, and that's what I recommend for anyone. Don't just learn from me, learn from everyone. Everyone in their position taking and their trading, you can take so much from each and every person. And I don't trade like anyone else, I don't think, out there. There might be one other person that's similar, but still doesn't trade exactly like me. Ariel, my student, he's kind of like that. Let's see, education tool. My YouTube's a great one. My course, another good one. I have free educational content in my chat room as well. Is it a good idea to short low floats? Hell to the effing no. Hell to the effing no. I don't even know how to say that any stronger. No, it's not. You can get your ass handed to you really quick, and you could just blow up and never come back. So I don't want to see that. Especially when you're newer, you have no idea what you're doing. Trading is not easy, guys. I've been through it. I just shorted something, and it was my most painful short, and I'm still growing from it. I'm slowly growing my account back, but no. It's not smart, at least. People can do it, and I will do it, but it takes a lot of experience. No. I took an overnight on it. Pink Missy, Night Spirit. I took a loss on it in the inherited, and then I ended up re-longing it into the close. I'm still waiting for a discount on your course. I'm working on it, Sadir. No guarantees, though. You might be waiting a while. I don't know. It's not. It takes a process to do that. Have you always traded mainly small cap gaps? Yeah, I don't trade much options now. Can you go over an example of 2 intraday strength? I don't know what that means. Any books you recommend? Not really. No, I'm not much of a reader. I'm more of a visual learner and a course learner, a YouTube learner. I read little things, but I learned so much from charts and just studying YouTube. And I've read a little bit on books, but not a whole lot. I wish I could get better at it. I'm working on that part of my game for my life. What do I think about Tesla? Overvalued. Michael Berry shorted, so overvalued. No. Yeah, I don't touch it. If it gets down to 100, maybe I'll buy some for long term. Until then, I'm good. Where can we learn how to recycle shares? That's just you kind of, you can learn how to do it, but it's kind of just, you have to do it on your own. You have to get the feel for recycling shares over time. It doesn't happen overnight. Recycling shares takes a little bit. It doesn't just happen overnight. K-Rocket. I forgot to freaking ban you. You're a funny guy, K-Rocket. LMNL still going. Alright. Green Day, base hitter. Have a good weekend, brother. Yep. Okay, guys. That's really it. I'm not a financial advisor. Trade at your own risk. Have a plan, a process, and a strategy. Free chat in the description below. My course using my process in the description below. I'm not going to go any more about that. Just check out the links in the description below. Yeah, guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting the NorMangoTrading.com community. I will see you guys on Monday. Study hard this weekend. No excuses. Each and every one of you guys, study something. Study charts. Study all the runners that happened today. Study how you could have bettered your day today and yesterday. Study all your losers. There's so much you can learn from guys. There's no excuses. Study from my YouTube. Study from my course. Study from Ariel. Study from Jordan. Just, guys, study. Cheers to you.